Good day, everyone. How y'all doing? Welcome back to another episode of The Angles, where we try to let you see things from a different perspective. Today, we're going to look at the difference between your purpose and your gift. Now, I personally believe that your purpose benefits God and your gift is for you. Now, they say the purpose is what something is being created for. Now, I know a lot of people is going to say, oh, I need to do more research. I don't know what I'm talking about. But what I try to do, I try to use my life experience and what going on around me to build my points. And I do research. I do research. But what I research for is to different ways to do things. Different way of understanding things. Not researching me and my experience. That being said, when you look on what's going on in the world right now and how people dying, different ages, different stages of their life, you ever just wonder like why? Some people go as far as like, why would God allow you to die? Why would God, some people say, why God allow evilness? Because they see these things as evil. But as I say in previous video, judge not. God knows what he's doing. Now, he puts you here for a particular reason. I don't know that. You don't know that. Only him knows. And as soon as you complete that, that's when you know that. That's when it's going to be like, oh, shoot, I did what I needed to do. So when someone's going to say, I know my purpose, that's them saying they know when they're going to die. No, you don't. No one knows that. You might have an idea of what you want to achieve. You might have a great talent and what impact you want to leave on the world. That's great. But that's not your purpose. And how I came up with this? When you serve your purpose, no matter how good you are, no matter what happened, you got. How much time you ever ask yourself, how much time you ever seen someone who you know has great potential and is going to do wonders for the world, but they didn't make it past 15, 16? How much time you see someone you know that's saying, okay, this person is so talented, so gifted, man, and they just, something happened and everything just gone. Take for example, this little girl in Jamaica, Ananda. Yo, this was a potential girl I've heard. I don't know them personally, but I heard the story of this little girl and the way the mother talked about her daughter. I'm not in a position to tell her that she's lying about how great her daughter was. I only could take what she said. And when she finished talking about how good her daughter is or was, it's like you feel like, oh my God, why would God allow this? But then when you look at the bigger picture of what the death of this little girl caused, you start thinking like, oh, because it took this little girl to set an example, to create a system that if one child goes missing, in minutes, there's an alert going around. Everyone get the alert. And they have a system like that in America. Ananda, another little girl, went missing. And because of this, it creates a system that within minutes, your states, everyone in your state get an alert that a child went missing. Everyone. And if within minutes the child is not recovered, the whole country gets it. It took that little girl. So those kids, as good as they would be, as how talented they are, or would become, or what influence you might think that they may bring to the world, it didn't come to pass. Why? Because they served their purpose. That was their sole purpose. Now, some of us, the minute you wake up every morning, it means God is not through with you yet. You didn't serve the purpose that He puts you here for. Now, purpose here don't mean one thing, or you got once you put your hand right there, that's it. You serve, boom, die. No. It means different stages, different steps. And now, for some of us, in order to complete our purpose, we have to go through stages. We have to go through the necessary lessons in life to get to that part, to get to that level. We have to get the necessary training. You cannot just take up a man off the street and say, go to Afghanistan and kill Bin Laden. Well, you can, but it was better off if you take that person, train that person, teach them the proper technique, put them through the necessary stress that they need to go through in the event that this should happen. This is what God did to you when He placed you in wherever He placed you. He's building you up for that moment that He needs you. He's giving you the necessary lessons to accomplish, to fulfill His purpose. Now, what He does for you, He gives you a talent. He gives you a gift so you could enjoy life. So while you're going through all of this, for His purpose, He's giving you something to enjoy life. So you can't say, oh, He's a selfish God. He used you. No, He gave you something to enjoy. And mind you, even though He's taking you through these different stages for you to learn different lessons, He still don't leave you nor forsake you. He's still there right by your side. And this is why I'm confident that if someone is trying to hurt you, someone trying to go against you, there's nothing they could do they cannot harm you unless you serve your purpose. There's nothing no one said. The good book tells you that no weapon that form against you shall prosper. And that's so true. Because if your purpose didn't serve, there's nothing no one could do. You see people get one shot and die, right? I get 13, still living. Because I didn't serve my purpose yet. That's life. You see what I'm saying? But this has been another episode of The Angles. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll try to see if I could continue this topic on a more advanced level with more examples so people could understand it on a different aspect. Alright?